English Hidden Podcast.
Daily life English conversation.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Hidden Podcast. Let's enjoy today's English conversation. Good afternoon, Sarah. You look a little tired today. Have you been busy?
Hi, James. Yes, it's been a busy morning. I skipped breakfast, and now I'm really hungry.
Really? Then this is the perfect time to grab some lunch.
I was thinking the same thing. Do you know a good restaurant nearby?
Actually, yes. There's a nice restaurant just a few minutes from here. The food is delicious, and the prices are reasonable.
That sounds perfect. Let's go there. By the way, I still don't feel very confident ordering food in English. Sometimes I don't know what to say.
Don't worry. It's much easier than you think. Today, we'll order everything together. By the end of our meal, you'll feel much more confident.
That makes me feel better. I'm ready to learn. Let's go. James. Before we order, can I ask you something? When you visit a new restaurant, how do you decide what to eat?
Good question. I usually look at the menu for a minute. Then I ask myself, what do I really feel like eating today? Sometimes I want something light. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a big meal.
Haha. I'm completely different. I can spend 10 minutes reading the menu and still have no idea what to order.
You're not the only one. That happens to a lot of people. When I'm not sure, I simply ask, what do you recommend? It's an easy question. And it's very natural.
That's a useful sentence. I'll definitely remember it. I also see some words on the menu, but I don't know what they mean.
That's perfectly okay. You can always ask, could you tell me what's in this dish? Or, is this spicy? People ask those questions every day.
That makes me feel much more confident. I used to think asking questions would sound strange.
Not at all. Asking questions shows that you're interested. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think I've finally decided. I'd like to try the grilled chicken. It comes with rice and vegetables. That sounds healthy.
Nice choice. I'm going to order the beef burger. It comes with French fries. I haven't had one in weeks.
Haha. I knew you'd choose a burger.
You're right. I can never say no to a good burger.
What about drinks? Are you getting coffee?
Not today. I'll have a glass of iced tea. I think it'll go well with the meal. How about you?
I'll have fresh orange juice. I haven't had one in a long time.
That sounds refreshing. I think we've made our decisions.
Yes. If I were speaking to someone at the restaurant, I'd simply say, I'd like the grilled chicken and a glass of orange juice, please.
Exactly. That's polite. Simple. And completely natural. You don't need long or difficult sentences.
You know, learning English this way feels much easier. Instead of memorizing hundreds of words, I'm learning sentences that I can actually use.
That's the best way to learn. Real conversations. Real situations. And lots of practice. That's how confidence grows.
James. Can I be honest? A few months ago, I visited a restaurant with some friends. Everyone ordered so confidently. When it was my turn, I became really nervous.
What happened? Did you forget what you wanted to say?
Exactly. I knew what I wanted to order, but I couldn't remember the English words. So I just pointed at the menu and smiled.
Haha. There's nothing wrong with that. We've all had moments like that. The important thing is, you still communicated.
So, if I forget a word, what should I do?
Keep it simple. For example, you can say, I'd like this, please, while pointing at the menu. Or, could I have this one? People will understand you immediately.
That actually makes me feel much more relaxed. I always thought I needed perfect English.
Not at all. Perfect English isn't the goal. Clear communication is. Native speakers don't expect learners to know every word. They appreciate the effort.
That's encouraging. I think many English learners need to hear that.
Absolutely. Confidence grows every time you speak. Even if you make a mistake, you're still improving.
Here's another question. What if I order something and then change my mind? Is that okay?
Of course. You can politely say, "I'm sorry. Could I change my order?" Or, "I'd like something different instead." Those are very natural expressions.
That's really useful. I've never learned those sentences before.
They're useful because they happen in real life. Language isn't just grammar. It's knowing what to say in everyday situations.
I completely agree. Today already feels different. I don't feel afraid of restaurants anymore. Instead, I feel excited to practice my English.
That's exactly the attitude you need. Every restaurant, every coffee shop, every conversation can become an English lesson. You don't need a classroom all the time. The real world is full of opportunities to learn.
I love that idea. Instead of avoiding conversations, I'll start looking for chances to have them, even if they're only a few minutes long.
That's how confident speakers are made. One conversation today, another tomorrow, then another next week. Little by little, speaking English starts to feel natural. Sarah, after today's conversation, how do you feel now? Do you still think ordering food in English is difficult?
Honestly, not anymore. Before today, I thought I needed perfect English. Now I understand. I only need a few simple sentences and the confidence to use them.
Exactly. Learning English isn't about using complicated words. It's about communicating clearly. If people understand you, then you've already done a great job.
I think that's something many English learners forget. We're so afraid of making mistakes that we stop speaking completely.
And that's the biggest mistake. Nobody becomes fluent by staying silent. Every conversation, even a short one, helps you improve.
James, if someone watching us today visits a restaurant for the first time, what's the most important thing they should remember?
I'd keep it very simple. Be polite. Speak slowly. Smile. And don't be afraid to ask questions. If you don't understand something, just ask again. That's completely normal.
I like that. Learning English doesn't have to be stressful. It can actually be fun, especially when you're using it in real life.
Absolutely. Let's quickly review a few useful expressions we learned today. You can say, "I'd like," when you're ordering food.
If you're not sure what to choose, you can ask, "What do you recommend?"
If you need more time, you can politely say, "Could I have a few more minutes, please?"
And if you change your mind, you can simply say, "Could I change my order, please?"
When you've finished eating, you can ask, "Could I have the check, please?" That's a very common expression in American English.
You know, those sentences are short, but they're exactly the kind of English people use every day. That's why I enjoy these conversations. They're practical.
That's our goal. To help people speak English naturally, not just study it from a textbook.
I'm already looking forward to our next conversation. I feel like I learned something useful today. And I hope everyone listening feels the same.
I'm sure they do. Remember, don't wait until your English is perfect. Start speaking today. Every small conversation brings you one step closer to fluency.
Thanks for joining us today. Take care. Keep practicing. And we'll see you in our next daily life English conversation.